Hello, good evening, and we are live, I guess. Hello, guys. Welcome to this Insta Live with Dr. Gaurang Gaikwad and Miss Neelparna Sen, our eminent speakers of tomorrow's event. So, you must be knowing that tomorrow we are hosting a success mantra inspiring talk with young achievers of India, the youth icons of India, and one of them is Dr. Gaurang Gaikwad, the famous homeopath and a teacher, a favorite teacher of young students of homeopathy, and Neelparna Sen, who is based in Surat, and she's a fitness coach. We'll have her on this show as well, and we'll talk a little bit about tomorrow's event today. So, Dr. Gaurang, are you there? Hello, hello, all. Hello, thank you for joining.
Can you see me okay?
Yes, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. You can hear me?
Yes, yes. So, all okay, all set?
Always okay. Tell me. Shoot.
Great. So, great to have you, Dr. Gaurang.
Pleasure.
Um, I'm really happy to have you on our chat show today, and tomorrow also we'll have you. Okay. So we have most of like homeopathic students and friends here.
All right.
So I have like list of questions for you
Okay.
from all the participants and from all the viewers and from my side also. So first of all, we all wanted to know since very long that how you came into homeopathy, how you become a homeopath.
All right.
So
You want
tell
me to
us.
spill all the beans today? Okay. So
Yes.
basically, I come from a family of doctors. My father was
Okay.
an ophthalmologist. My mother is also an ophthalmologist, and
Mm-hmm.
they belong to the modern medicine. I was never interested, to be honest, in medicine. So if you ask me how did I get into homeopathy, it's absolutely by default. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was a very, very notorious student who did all kinds
Mm-hmm.
of crazy things you can even imagine. So I found myself, I don't know how, in first year of BHMS, because I was getting admission in MBBS in some another state, and I didn't want to go to
Okay.
another state. I like my
Okay.
city too much, so I wanted to be in Mumbai. So I found myself in first year of BHMS with crazy subjects like organon, materia medica, pharmacy. I had no clue what I'm doing here. And I used to actually make fun of homeopathy a lot in first year.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt it's one of the biggest mistakes I did in my life was to get into homeopathy. Till I met my first mentor, that is Dr. Vijay Vaishnav. And I saw
Okay.
him, and the moment I saw him, this happens to me. You know the first impression or the first thing about a person, and I feel connected to people. So I felt something inside about Vijay Vaishnav. That was my first teacher, and we
Okay.
very very quickly we got connected, and he really kind of took me under his wings, and I wanted to be like him. It was my dream to just be like him, and
Mm-hmm.
just seeing him and the way he was doing, and I thought this is what I want to do in my life. I know that's for sure, and that's how I got into homeopathy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I actually got into homeopathy after meeting Dr. Vijay Vaishnav, and after seeing his practice, seeing him treating very very difficult cases, pathological cases with help of homeopathy. I knew I wanted to do this. And also, what was interesting about Vijay Vaishnav was he used to treat
Mm-hmm.
ophthalmic cases with homeopathy. He was the first homeopath who used to treat ophthalmic
Okay.
cases with homeopathy. I remember once I was walking with him in the CMP college street, and there was a watchman, and the watchman had a strange thing on the eye,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew it because I knew ophthalmology. I had studied ophthalmology, so I know it was called as a pterygium. It's called as a pterygium. So I thought
Okay.
homeopaths they won't know what is pterygium. So he saw it and he said, "This is pterygium." He told the watchman, "You have pterygium," and he also said, "You do one thing. You take the remedy." I think he said the remedy, take Zincum metallicum. I think Zincum or Zincum valeriana, I don't remember. And he told him to take it, and in a month or 2 months, that pterygium went away. So I was
Wow.
totally bowled over, and I knew that this is something I want to do. And that's how I studied with Vijay Vaishnav. And then he told me, if you want to learn more, you go to Kolkata or you go to Sankaran. So he told me go to
Okay.
Sarkar and Sankaran. Then I went to Sarkar and then I went to Sankaran. And that's how one thing went into another, and that's how it happened.
Wow, wow. So very good. So thanks to Dr. Vijay Vaishnav that, he gave
Absolutely,
us
absolutely.
you, and that's wonderful.
There
So,
is there is there is more
uh,
story behind it, but I'm going to keep it for tomorrow.
okay, Ariva, that's
Yeah.
nice. So viewers, you have to watch our tomorrow's event for sure to know more such incidents and accidents I would call from Dr.
I,
Gaurang's life
I
and
think
his
in my
success
life,
mantra.
if I have to write a book on my life, it would be, the name of the book will be called as Serendipity. That it has life has been just full of sweet accidents. I think just
Wow.
things that I
तो
never
आज
imagined happened. And what
तो आज बुक का नाम तो पता चल गया लोगों को. They knew the
book ka
book's
naam?
name
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so we
yeah.
are looking forward for your books. So my second question is, yes, you have written so many books in such a young age, and you're writing, you're researching, and you're teaching, and whatnot. You're doing everything for homeopaths, homeopathy. You are practicing. You have a very busy clinic. You are assisting Dr. Shankaran sir, I know, and you're doing so much.
Everything.
How do you manage all these things,
How do I
and how are
manage?
you doing it?
How am I doing
Yeah.
it? Um, I think I'll tell you something interesting. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think very early in my life, I decided that I didn't want to be mediocre. It's very early in my life. I kind of knew I didn't want. I would rather live 10 years with full of passion than live 100 years of mediocrity. So it was very easy for me to decide what I wanted to do. So I would rather give my everything. Whatever I do, I try to give my everything. I'm all in
Mm-hmm.
or out. So 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 I think so that when I do something, I do it with a lot of passion and a lot of love. You'll see that in anything I'm associated with, even with this Insta Live, or even our tomorrow's event, or even I did an event with you in Indore. You will see I'll not just be involved in my teaching. I'll also be involved in what is going along with it, what we want to do
The
along
whole
with it,
process.
for
Yes,
the whole
yes.
process. It's for me, it's like a movie. For me, it's like a movie. I want to be associated with everything. I want to add something. I want to innovate. I want to give my all. I want to give my all, and I think I'm very indebted to homeopathy, because to be honest with you, um, homeopathy gave me a lot. It's given me more than
Mm-hmm.
what I wanted. So yeah, that's why I try to give it back, and that's why all the webinars of mine are free. A lot of books I give to people free. It's just because I
Mm-hmm.
want to give it back. Someone did a favor to me many years back. My teachers did a lot of favor to me. They treated me like their own kid and really nurtured me. So I think it's my responsibility to give it back. That's what I try to do.
That's great. Wow, wow. So we are all the beneficiaries of your teaching and many of your ideas. So thanks a lot for that. So also, I
Thank
want
you.
to know that, who is or who are those people who are main inspiration behind you from homeopathic fraternity, mainly? So, like we know that there is Dr. Vijay Vaishnav and Dr. Shankaran. So, can you tell more about your teachers a little bit?
I think I think there's a very important role of mentors in anyone's success. There has to be some role of some kind of mentor or some kind of icon, whether they agree or do not agree. Um, so
True.
I think, yeah. So I think for me, it's there's a lot of people. I've learned from a lot of people. I started off with Vijay Vaishnav sir. Then I must have spent a lot of time with different teachers in my college, including Dr. N.O. Goel, Dr. Nimish Mehta, so many people, Dr. Sankaran. Now, later on, I met Dr. Sankaran. I met Dr. Sankaran much later in life. I was a different
Mm-hmm.
person before meeting Dr. Sankaran, because before meeting Dr. Sankaran itself, I knew the entire Boric in and out. I knew the entire Kent repertory in and out, and I knew entire Kent Materia Medica in and out. I would be able to quote you this page right side fourth line. In fact,
Okay.
many of the college teachers would often ask me, "Are this indication is there in which remedy?" So, so, um, so for me, I have a very simple principle. I'll tell you a very interesting principle that students should know. I, when I try to learn from someone,
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't, I don't try to just go and sit there and see them.
Mm-hmm.
I try to study all their books and know everything about their subject before going and meeting them, so that when I see a case with them, I should know as much as them. That is something I believe in. So that's what I tried to do. I did that with, even with Sarkar, I did the same. So even Dr.
Mm-hmm.
Sarkar was the same, for the first 3 months we didn't even talk.
Okay.
He was very stoic, but his heart melted at the end of 6 months because he knew who I was. And I'll tell you tomorrow, the way I stayed in Kolkata, it was crazy life the way I stayed. And I think that's where I was born. Kolkata was, and that's why I have a very I don't know, I have a very soft spot towards Bengal and Kolkata. I don't know why, pun intended. But honestly, about when I went there, I think I was reborn there because I stayed a lot of time there, 8 months, day in and day out, there, studying with Sarkar, L.M. Khan, Subhas Singh, and just the whole idea there. I think a lot of things within me changed. I knew what I wanted to do after that. So, and teachers, talking about teachers, I've learned from everywhere. You tell me a state I've not learned from. I go to Tamil Nadu, I learned from Dr. J. Ashok. I go to Switzerland, I went and stayed with Heiner Fry for some time. Um, if I go to, I try to learn from Ashok Mohanty for a long time. When I go to Sangli, I try to learn from Dr. Ajit Bharamgude, Sanjay Patil. So everywhere I go, I try to learn something. There's something to learn
That's
from
good.
everyone, actually. Yeah.
Yes, yes, truly. That we should learn from everyone, each one of, homeopath, I guess. And so what is your advice or suggestions to young students that, I have always have this question, or a query in my mind, that how to become student like Gaurang Gaikwad. So you just tell us how to do that. Because I
Because
know
when you
you are a
ask,
very good
actually, I have to
student
tell you.
and of course a doctor.
No, 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 no. I'll tell you. How to be a student like Dr. Gaurang? See, I can't answer something like that. I am not some 50-year-old, some genius guy. I'm a very simple guy. You know me. I live a very simple life. I have normal
Yes.
desires. I have normal views. I watch movies. I eat. I go out with my friends almost, and I work. I'm crazy in that way. I'm like a normal guy. But there's
Mhm.
one thing that is that's the thing that you have to decide very early in your life what you want to do with your life. Is very important.
Mhm.
If you want to have a life where you want to chill, have four kids at the end of 35-year-old, or you want to just have a nice time, have a comfortable life, is okay. You can decide what you want. Or you want a life which is very different, which is extremely raw, it's extremely fiery, and you want to make a brand out of yourself. You want to live a life outside your skin, where you make a huge impact to people around you. So very early in my life, I knew that I wanted to be the best. I knew that I wanted to be the best that I could. I wanted to be the best version of myself. And the most important thing, and I'll hopefully tell a little bit about it tomorrow, is I believe the biggest secret of success. Um, I don't claim that I'm successful, actually, to be honest. I'm still work in progress. But I believe the biggest secret is sacrifice. The question is, are you ready to sacrifice? When people come to meet me and they tell me, I want to learn from you, and I hate teaching people who are intelligent, because I think intelligence is the biggest block between you and what you could probably be. I know so many people, you won't believe. I today I'm whatever I'm doing little bit. Many of my classmates or my seniors who used to come first rank, second rank, third rank, gold medalist, all big names, they attend my lectures, they read my books today. And I remember I used to come first from behind. Means I used to be like the guy who used to be like, "Arey, ye pass ho gaya kya?" So that's the kind of life that I've lived. But that's it. What I do, I go for it. I am a go-getter. I totally go for it. And now I've calmed down. People who know me 5 years back or 7 years back, I was very fiery. I was very fiery and very aggressive. Aggressive in my work, in my thought process. So coming
Mm-hmm.
back, I believe the most important thing, and anyone will tell you worth is salt about their life. If you want to make things happen, if you want to reach a particular level, are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to give everything that a normal guy would do? So if someone comes to me, a student comes to me and tells me, I want to learn from you. I said, you do one thing. You write the entire Kent repertory, 105 pages on a notebook, and write the entire Allen's keynote in a notebook, and then you meet me, then I will teach you. And you won't believe 90% people never come back. So it's a good filtration
Okay.
for me. It's a filter.
Yeah.
And interesting, the remaining 10% are people who are not so very, very intelligent. They are just people who have the passion, and they are people who have it in their eyes to make it happen. So
And
typically these are
yeah, yeah,
so
please.
typically these are the 10% people who actually make it. The other 90% are just bull bachchan. They'll just talk big, big things, sir, this, that, that. And I just hear, then I look at them and I'm like, okay, you want to click a selfie? You can. But the question is, would you be in a situation in 5 years where people will want to click a selfie with you? That's what I'm trying to make you do. Yeah.
That's great. So, for being a good student or being good in anything, you have to be ready to sacrifice
You're
and
ready to sacrifice. Yeah.
yeah, and try to learn from, everything and
Yeah.
ready to learn
And
actually.
I think also this is never said so much, and I'll tell you honestly between us that it's very important to be humble. It's very important to be humble, and a lot of our teachers are humble. But it's also very important to have an attitude. You need
Mm-hmm.
to have an attitude. You need to have a ego and attitude as well. Ego and attitude in a positive way, where you believe in yourself कि कुछ भी हो जाए मैं करके दिखाऊंगा. That kind of fiery spark is needed.
So, how to manage the both, having the humility and humbleness and attitude together?
I
How to do
I
that
think
at the same time?
you don't have to do it at the same time. They are parts of you. You can be affectionate, you can be sympathetic, you can be aggressive, you can be positive, you can be humble, all at the same time. When I meet a very senior homeopath, I give him a lot of respect. You must be seeing me. I talk with a lot of respect. I talk with a lot of dignity. बहुत लिहाज से मैं बात करता हूँ. I really admire. No fakeness. I really admire. But wherever it's needed, I know when I have to shift gears to having a kind of a attitude. Attitude doesn't mean in the wrong way. Attitude in the positive way. You know what
Yes.
happens, and you know it because see, you have also gone through a lot, and I know that I know you since 5 years. You've worked hard to reach where you are, and also Weber. I feel that most of our friends, our students, homeopaths have developed an inferiority complex. And you know that. You know, there's a feeling that अरे यार I don't think होम्योपैथी में तो कुछ भी नहीं है हम क्या करेंगे हम कुछ
That's
आगे
very
लाइफ ही नहीं है कुछ
common.
करियर नहीं है yeah you know that so I think it's important to develop attitude कि नहीं हम करके दिखाएंगे so when someone
Mm.
insults you when someone tries to make fun of you or tries to put you down you have to learn and that's what I do and I'll tell you a little bit
Mm.
more about this tomorrow. But I try to take this emotion inside me, and I try to use those emotions, channelize them in the right way towards my work. This is what I normally do. Although it's not good to do that. It can cause a
Hmm.
state. So I also have my own state. I am a normal human. I also have my own state. I also suffered a lot due to it. But given a chance, I would repeat the same thing again I did in my life. No problem.
That's
Yeah.
great. So one fun thing I'll tell you and to our yeah, like viewers also. I did my fellowship program from the other song, and you used to teach the master's batch. I guess the
Right.
master's batch, yeah, you it was there. So whenever I used to stay in the hotel, the
Hmm.
hostel. So I used to go back in the evening, and I used to see at sometimes I used to see two, three people are writing the whole cant repertoire, and I knew in my mind that tomorrow there is Dr. Gaurang's lecture there. So, one student told me, so she has written almost, cant repertoire 90 or 99 times, something like that. And she told me that Gaurang sir will kill me if I don't write it. So that was something very exceptional about you. that
Yeah.
they were so excited about your lecture and at the same time very, frightened of you being a strict teacher. So it was a great kind of inspiration
You
for
know what
them
I,
that
I
you have.
believe I do? I'll tell you, Yamini, the simple thing is, if anyone tells you go and write Kent repertory, the student will think, अरे ये क्यों बोल रहा है मुझे Kent repertory लिखने को? इसको आता है क्या? ये मुझे कौन है?
सही बात है.
But the thing is, I tell them, you write only one time because I've written 100 times, and I'll show you where I've written. A fun fact, this is for homeopaths. When I was in my internship, I had about seven boric materia medica. I used to keep one boric in my bedroom, one in hall, one below my house where I used to sit, one in my bathroom, one in my toilet, one in another bedroom, and one in the corridor. I had a big house. I used to stay in my internship. I mean, before my internship in fourth year, I used to stay at Worli. It was a very big house. We were staying at Doctor's Cottage at 3 BHK and all that. So I used to keep seven borics. Why? Because any room I go, I should have boric with me where I'm opening the boric and reading it. So I actually tore apart seven borics. And that's why if you ask me boric, I'll tell you page number, words, everything. And that's why when I met Dr. Sarkar, he told me you're the only guy who I know who knows boric as much as I do. So you won't believe there are days when he has called me up and he has asked me that indication is in which remedy. And that there are 2 times when he called me up, and that was one of my biggest achievements in my life. I believe so.
Wow,
Yeah,
incredible. So
great.
so we have to keep borics at different places. That's also a lesson for today.
Yeah, keep the boric materia medica in your washroom, in your toilet, in your bedroom, everywhere.
Everywhere, wherever you
Everywhere.
can read
You
it.
start with that, yeah.
Hmm. Okay, great. So one thing which I want to know from you, maybe tomorrow, maybe today, a little bit about tomorrow's event, how you are, looking forward for it, and what do you feel about tomorrow's event? And second thing that we all want to know that what is the how you keep self motivated yourself all the time. Like I know there are other people who are motivating you, but I always see you as a person who is always a self motivated person, and you do so many things. You are an innovator. So how you do that?
First of all, hmm, about tomorrow, I'll tell you. You should know.
Yes.
I'm very excited about tomorrow. I'm very excited about tomorrow because I I think more than anything else, more than telling about myself, which I don't like, Yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about myself, this. I hate people who talk about themselves. I absolutely hate people who talk about themselves too much. So I rather, when I feel I'm talking too much, I ask whoever the other person is, मैं ज्यादा बोल रहा हूँ क्या खुद के बारे में? Because I try to introspect. क्यों मैं इतना बोल रहा हूँ? मैं. If anyone starts मैं, I'm like, wow. It's very difficult for me.
Okay.
But I'm very interested in tomorrow's event because I'm interested to know all our friends' journey. We have a lawyer friend, we have a biotech friend, we also have a
Yes.
YouTuber, we have Neil Parna also who's joining, who's also a lifestyle coach. Very interesting inspiration as well, Neil Parna is. And so I want to know their journeys also. I want to know what happened to them. And I also believe, Yamini, towards the end of the entire talk, we will see a kind of a theme which runs through everyone's life almost similar. You'll see that there is
Yes.
a theme, there is a pattern of the kind of life they lived. All of us live in our own way, and it would be a lot of learning because I would be very interested. What happened in that lawyer's guy's life? How did he reach in such success? What happened with there is one Priyanka who's joining us tomorrow, a famous YouTuber and an actress. What happened to her? What happened to Neil Parna? How did a girl who's parting suddenly become a kind of a demi guru or a kind of a legendary stated life coach in Surat out of everywhere. So I'm interested in knowing that. So I think I'm very excited about tomorrow. I think it will be an event of its kind. And about self motivated, ah, I think I don't take myself so seriously, Yamini. I don't take myself so seriously. Um, I don't take myself too seriously. I take it very easy. I try to be very chilled out. But I believe that if you have come here to do something, you have to be the best. You have to try to be the best in whatever you're doing. Yeah, I think
Yes.
उसमें मजा उसका मजा अलग है. when you do your best, no, उसमें मजा अलग है. And more importantly, um, I think there's a lot of interest and lot of there's a lot of kind of joy you will get also when you do new things. I think you will realize this when you're trying to upgrade yourself. You know, I'm every time I try to upgrade myself. Like for example, right now is a quarantine time. I'm trying to learn French. I want to learn French a little bit, so I'm trying to learn French a little bit more to upgrade my skills because there is some literature written in French which I want to have a look at. Also, I'm going to Paris for hopefully if everything opens up. I'm also trying to study this evolutionary method a little bit. So I think we have to constantly upgrade ourselves. We can't remain stuck. You know, I started off knowing only Boric. If I would have only stuck to Boric, then I would have ended up giving Rovolfia to every hypertension patient. But I didn't wait there. I went to later on to Kent. I went to Sarkar. Then I went to Sankaran. Then I tried to learn Heiner Fry. Then I learned Ashok Mohanty, Segal's method. So then when I kept on learning, I realized that people started telling me that your way of thinking is a little bit like a hybrid of all these methods. So it helped me a lot. That's about it. That's what I feel.
That's great. That's great. So it was nice chatting to you, and I
Pleasure.
hope our
Thank you.
viewers really enjoyed your talk. And we are really, really excited about tomorrow's event to have you
I'm
and to
also
have
very
other
excited.
guys also.
And Yamini, I
So
before we finish, there are two things I want to
yeah,
tell you.
yeah,
First of all, I want to
please.
congratulate you, Yamini and Vaibhav, because I think you are one of the dynamic duos of homeopathy who are really
Oh,
going
thank
out
you.
of their level to spread homeopathy and do all this. I see you doing so many things, your camps you do, so many things you do for the fire brigade people in fire brigade or traffic police in your
Traffic
place,
police, yeah.
the the kind of small workshops you have, your small sessions that you have for students. I see you guys doing something all the time, and such kind of things also inspire me. यार देखो ये लोग कैसे कर रहे हैं. So I was very happy when I
Thank
came to
you.
know you getting married. So I thought कि both of you in the same field, you're doing such good work together. So I'm very excited and
Thank you.
very glad that I know you, and I'm glad that we are collaborating. Somewhere we are like-minded, isn't it?
Yes, yes, I feel the
And
same, and I have deepest gratitude for you for our friends like Dr. Pratik, Dr. Alpesh. I have learned so much from you people, like especially Dr. Shrikant also. When I came to
yeah,
Bombay, he was the one person who has inspired me to join the courses in other song, and that time my certificate program was like every week. So every week, 3 days there and 3 days here, and I traveled for like 8 months like this. And Shrikant said, "हो जाएगा. It will happen." I said, "For 3 days, I'll come Bombay or 3 days Indore mein." So he said, "Yeah,
but you
yeah,
know,
you'll manage it."
this is something Shrikant says for everything. You know, I tell him कि कल सेमिनार है, हमको बुक्स लेके आना है,
Okay.
बोलता हो जाएगा, and he sleeps away. That's a different story.
Oh my
But
God.
but but
But
about
yeah, yeah. No,
Shrikant,
he has
there is
motivated me.
he's not motivated. There is a lots to learn from him. The thing about
No, no, he
Shrikant
has
is
motivated me to do
he
that
has
at least.
he has motivated you unknowingly. But the thing that you have to learn from Shrikant is how to be happy. He's so
Yes.
happy, so contented, and so peaceful. Ki if I was in his situation, I would have gone into panic. I would have gone into
Oh,
panic, but he's very chilled out. No problem, ho jayega. That's his state. So
that's
I'm very.
actually
That's
that's
something.
visible in his smile. He smiles
Yeah.
like a chilled out person all the time.
Yeah. So he's very close to me. So a big learning from him. So you will see that from every person you can learn something, and that's what
Yes.
you guys doing this kind of thing. And in central India, you're spreading homeopathy and doing such good work together. You have a small team also. I met. I think
Yes.
Tati Aini is
Shiksha.
there. The other
Yes, yes.
Shiksha team is there. So it's a yeah. The teamwork is what is visible. So it's great to know you.
Thank you.
And
Thank
also
you
for a
so
lot of
much.
my homeopathic friends, stay online because my friend Dr. Neelparna also will be joining. So watch her talk. She's also an inspiration.
Yes, yes. So we are going to end this live chat with Dr. Gaurang only, and we'll take Neil Parna in this chat. Dr.
Okay.
Gaurang will see you tomorrow, and will
Tomorrow.
it really
So
would
we'll see you
like to
guys soon.
know more incidents from your life, your success mantra, and everything about your personal
Pleasure.
journey in your life. So
That's it.
thank you so much for joining. Deep
Thank
gratitude.
you.
Thank you.
Pleasure
Thank
is
you. Bye
mine.
bye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks. So I hope Neil Parna is here. Nilpana, if you're here, please can you request me for being live? Yes, yes, I'm adding you. So I hope, guys, you have liked the session, the talk by Dr. Gaurang.
Yes.
He's
Can you
also
see me?
done so inspired. Hello. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Hi.
able to see you. Hi, Nilpana. Hi. It's so good to
So
connect to
so glad
you.
to finally meet you. So glad to finally meet you. So you know
Yes,
what?
fine.
I'm just going to give a disclaimer. So Dr. Gaurang has got so much to say and so many interesting life lessons and so much, such an enriched life that he has to share with everybody. I may fall short, so let's save most of it for tomorrow, yeah? But then it's a great opportunity for me to introduce myself to this world, and I'm really excited.
Yeah, we are also excited to have you. So, guys, I want to
Yeah.
tell you because most of the people here are like either beneficiaries of homeopathy or homeopaths or students of homeopathy, mostly from the medicine field and some from the
Yeah.
general public also. So, I want to tell you that we have Neelparna Sen with us. She is a fitness coach, fitness guru, and she owns a gym in Surat. That's name is KG Fitness, and she is a personal trainer also, and she does a lot
Hmm.
of such nice stuff about fitness. So we'll I am forwarding this to you, Neelparna. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do exactly.
Okay, so my journey started out originally as a media professional. So I was not
Okay.
meant to be in the fitness industry from the get-go. So I studied advertising in Bombay, and I was preparing for MBA. You know, I had a conventional life planned out for me, where I would do MBA and then I would get in an advertising firm, etc., etc. But what
Mm-hmm.
happened in the middle of some preparation for an exam was that I got into fitness. I just wanted to go to the gym to get in shape. Now, by the time you should know that I did not have the most disciplined lifestyle. I was just another young teenager who wanted to party too much and what had a really bad lifestyle, right? So I joined a gym, and I found myself changing. I found myself taking on the principles of what it takes to be fitter, what it takes to be a better version of yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
I found principles of discipline, principles of transformation through my body. So I thought, how wonderful is it? How wonderful is it to get fitter, to understand the whole concept of transformation through your body? Then I thought that there was this huge gap in the fitness industry. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
there were problems to be solved in the fitness industry. Fitness industry is in a very nascent stage in the country, right? Whereas advertising has been there for centuries, and it's pretty saturated. And I looked at myself as something. I asked myself this question: where am I needed more? Will the
Mm-hmm.
advertising industry benefit more than the fitness industry, which needs professionals, which needs more and more professionals every day? So I took
Mm-hmm.
the leap of faith and I swapped. I switched from advertising to fitness, and I started out as a junior personal trainer in my gym. And then I went up the ranks, and now I am what I am.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're based in Surat, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's a
So I
small
want
city.
to
It's a
ask.
small city. Small city, but very calm, wonderful place to live in.
That's great. So
Hmm.
I want to ask you that you have achieved a lot at such a young age, and how did you do that? Because when and one more question I have is, when did you decide to become a fitness guru or a weightlifter, which you already are doing? So it's been
Hmm. Hmm.
only, if I'm not wrong, I have collected some information about you from your page,
Hmm.
and you have
Hmm.
started this whole journey 4 years ago, and in
Hmm. Hmm.
4 years you have built up such a great the online presence, the offline presence. You are handling more than 2000 clients. You're training more than 50 trainers in your gym, and you're doing so much. So how did you do that?
Oh my God. So you know what? I started out as a really passionate individual in this industry. All right, and you know what? When you find your passion, when you find that gap that you are meant to fill, you just know it. And
Mm-hmm.
when you're connected with your calling, you just sort of know that you've got to do everything it takes to get to get your environment in a better place. So it was just one day at a time. Yeah, there was not one thing that I did that led to whatever has happened so far. It was a lot of things every single day. It was a lot of it was a lot of being in the state of constantly improving, being in the state of constantly helping people solve their own fitness and health problems. So I decided that I wanted to get in the industry when I was, you won't believe, when I was just about to give my CAT exam. So, I was just about to give my CAT exam and I gave my CAT exam. CAT is an entrance for the MBA. And
Yes.
in the middle of it, I thought, no, this is, though I gave it, I finished it. I thought, no, this is not what I want to do. I want to do something that actually helps people better. So yeah,
Okay.
rest. I think passion drove me a lot, and passion drove me to do everything that I'm doing so far. And I think it's young age and everything, but then I don't think age has got anything to do with how hard you can work or how capable you can be.
That's great. That's great. That's one of my question for tomorrow. That
Yes.
I want to know from all the different dynamic speakers of our conference that whether
Hmm.
age and success is related or not. So
Hmm.
though partially you have already answered, I want you to tell more about it tomorrow, and
Tomorrow. Yes.
also
Yes.
yes, because we are really excited to have you. We are thrilled to talk to all of you, like you and Gaurang is there, and one lawyer friend is there. So there are like five
Hmm.
six people. Mr. Pushpendra Agrawal is there. Isha Engle,
Hmm.
one of my friend, is there. So tell me, what are your feelings about tomorrow's event?
Oh, you know what? I'm super excited. I'm super excited, and I love the concept of you pulling in people from such different worlds. One is a biotechnologist. None of these fields are related. None of these fields are
Yes.
related. I think as Gaurang said previously, we're going to be spotting some patterns. We're going to be spotting some common patterns. There has to be some common patterns that led to to achieving something. And what I'm more excited about is there's going to be a uniqueness in everybody's stories.
Yes,
So
definitely.
I am really looking forward to it more than me. I'm really excited to hear about everybody else, and I think it's a wonderful thing that you're doing. I think the concept of you pulling in from such different fields is wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So thanks, Neeparna, for joining.
Yes,
And
yes,
we'll see you tomorrow live at 6 p.m. So
yes.
people join us for tomorrow, and that will happen on Facebook Live. So remember this thing that you have to like the page, the Homeopathic Hub, to get the notification for our live going on. And
Hmm.
there will be like six people talking about life, their personal journey, and their transformation or from ordinary to an extraordinary person. So I guess it will be a great event tomorrow. We'll
Yes,
be
yes,
joining there.
yes.
See you all
No,
and have a good night.
I think we are all extraordinary. I think we are all still very, very, very ordinary. Everybody is very ordinary. Some people just find their passions a little earlier than the other people. That's it. That's it.
Yes. But that
So,
needs to be learned, that how to live your passion, how to know your passion. That's really difficult
hmm,
for some people.
hmm.
So I
And I
guess
hope by
people will
tomorrow's
get
event
that
we
idea.
contribute. Yes. So by tomorrow's event,
Yes.
I hope we all contribute to helping somebody realize that somebody get on a path that is probably better for them. So
Yes. Yes. Truly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Okay.
hmm.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
to
you.
all of you. Bye bye and have a good night. And do join us tomorrow. Bye bye. See
Yeah.
you.